Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are finishing off our belly boy. So he is mostly done. Yeah, I do actually want to be more zoomed out, sorry. I'm picky. But yeah, so we're going to be finishing off our belly boy today. And by that, just because I have a little bit of left of the fire effects to do on his sword, and then I have his base. And then putting him together. And that's pretty much it for belly boy. So we're just going to jump right into things, because like I said, we don't have too much left to do, and I can't... Words. I want today to be the day I finish him. Because I think I can do it. I think I have enough time to do it. It's just a big ol' we'll see. So, you know, fingers crossed. Alright. Let's get into position, you know. Alright. I got a new paint called Hexwraith Flame, which if it does what I think it's going to do, it'll have a really good kind of like soul-y, fiery effect on the blade. But of course, that's if it actually works like I think it will. So we'll see. My fingers are crossed. Because I really do want this to turn out very well. Alright, I definitely want a bit more than that. Yeah, okay. Ooh, my pot flipped over. So the point of this will be to kind of have this green soul-y energy. And so this is a very water-based paint, so it's supposed to sit in the deeper parts of it. And then I was even thinking of using a straight up just like a white to go over the top of it. That way it's even like lighter on top and gives that kind of like wispy soul-y vibe. Alright. There you go. And then now that just needs to sit and dry for the belly boy. Alright, I need to organize my desk a little bit better. This is my first time doing a painting stream in the new setup. So I don't know... So I am kind of like tweaking things as I go. That's okay. Alright. Well, the belly boy dries. We're gonna do up his base. So this is where he stands on. And so I had this idea of doing kind of like... There's all like these cracks and crags in the stone. And I had this idea of doing them to look kind of like lava flows or like there's heat under there, rather than just super cracked, like it's cracked like volcanic. And there's like a bunch of skulls embedded in shit and whatnot. And then of course like the armor here. So, let's... What do we want to start with? We should start with the underneath. So I have two things I want to do for this. I'm going to do a red, and then I have like this contrast yellow that I'm going to kind of put over top of the red to give it like some flow and color. That way it's not just like all the same color. It has a bit of like some flow to it, you know? But that's the plan, and we'll see how well that actually goes. Alright, that's the brush I want. You gotta pick the right brush for the job, you know? Choosing your tools is very important. Alright, and then let's go. So yeah, this is just basically going to be the kind of red underlayer that I'm going for right now. Alright. So it's going to be kind of like, and then I'll go over with the yellow over top. Yeah, because like even like parts here, it's just straight up like a flow. Like it's a liquid texture. And so like if there's some sort of flow there, and him being a demon king, or I think he's a prince, technically. But that's not the point. Him being a demon prince, like, he's probably pretty underworldy. And then, kind of from each of these flows, I want them to kind of like flow off. So like I don't want the whole base to just be this like lava-y kind of color. But I like the idea of where the flows come off, they flow out into little rivers. Sort of what I'm thinking, you know? I also, like I was saying before, I just got too excited when putting them together, and I did not give myself any favors. So I do kind of need to be a little... Like, what I should have done is not attached this little corpse here. But I was having so much fun. You know, you get swept up in the moment, and then all of a sudden you have the whole mini assembled, and you're like, shit. It happens, you know? And that's okay. I'm definitely gonna touch up these tops when I'm done, so that's why I'm not, like, too worried about... Well, that one was a bit much. About getting, like, the tops red and whatnot. Because we can always cover shit up. That's the great thing about painting. It's not, you know, it's not permanent. You don't have to do it exactly correct on the first try. And that's kind of great, because I'm not perfect by any, like, stretch of the word. Any sense of the meaning, any whatever you want to call it. The point is, I'm not perfect. Hell, I got shaky hands. And you know what? That's okay. I've grown to live with my shaky hands. And I still enjoy painting and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I've been a little light on the streams as of late, just because life has just been exhausting. Felicia has been working early mornings. And by that I mean like I have to drive her to work for 5 a.m. Which I do because, I love her and everything. But it's tiring. Not getting the sleep you're supposed to. And then to top it off, we also actually had a rat problem. Technically, we still have. They're still monitoring the situation to make sure it's actually dealt with. But man, that just took so much of like my mental and just emotional energy. So physically, I was ready to go, but just mentally and whatnot, I was not ready to stream. And so, I just kind of didn't. And that's okay. I played some Mass Effect. I'm actually about to beat Mass Effect 3 and be done with it. I say that, but I actually... Marillin! Hi! How are you? I was just going to say that even though I'm about to finish my second playthrough of Mass Effect 3, I am probably going to replay it again shortly after and do a Renegade route, because I did basically what I would want to do, and so it was a lot of Paragon choices, because I'm a good person. I'm not too bad. I'm putzing along. I have the day off today, which helps. I really just wanted to kind of sit down and paint. So here we are. And I figured, you know what? Let's just chat with people, have some fun. And I wouldn't say, I'm an artsy man. I would say I enjoy the arts. But artsy. Alright. I think those are the flows and stuff I see. So then I think we're going around to the sides. Getting all these side flows, Technically, my brush is a little small for these bottom bits, but like, I already have it. It's already got the paint. Just go. Like, there's no point in delaying it any longer. By being like, oh, I got to get another brush. No, it works. Ooh, I kind of like this detail I just noticed. The sword down here is the edge is broken, but I kind of like the idea of like the reason why it's broken is because it's sitting over a lava flow. So it's not that the sword was broken, it's that the sword is melting. Alright. It's a bunch of skulls and stuff, We got some lava flowing down from here. I was saying before, I'm not too worried about, like, getting the rock, because, like, I'm gonna paint over it anyways. This is more so I can really get into, like, the crevices and get the kind of color and texture that I want. This one's a double, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. More flowies. Flowies from the rock. Where are you coming from, though? There. Is that a flowy? Yeah, that's some flowies. Ooh, I like that. Sorry, I just noticed something. There's lava flow coming out of the mouth of a skull here. I just noticed it. That's rude. There's a lot more lava at the back than there is at the front. Alright. Next flow, you know? Hey, I'm using the red we got. The Evil Sun Scarlet. How you doing, love? I also used the Hexwraith Flame on Bellacor's sword a moment ago. So it has this kind of green, fiery bit. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go over it with our contrast yellow. So that way it looks a little bit more like dynamic. And more lava-y. Because right now it's just a harsh red. But the yellow will give it that kind of like tones of like orange and yellow. Thanks. Doing all the lava flows. Because what's a demon? Demon Lord without a bunch of lava surrounding his pedestal, right? Like, that would just be crazy. Or quazy, as some would say. And I ain't no quazy. Alright. Well, what? What are you welling? Do you have to go back to work? Are you on break? Oh, did you get the Snapchat I sent you? Did it make you laugh? Am I funny still? Figured you could probably use a good smile at work. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna send her something that hopefully will make her laugh. And I did actually do it in the car. Wow! Rude. Is it payback for me not looking at your snap right away earlier today? You trying to tell me something, eh? Here? Hey? Are you punk? Alright. That's it for the lava flow. Hey, I know you. You like your revenge. And that's okay. I'll try and help you with revenge when I can. Just not against me, because that's rude. You're not supposed to have revenge against me. Oh, baby! I'm already liking how that color is coming out. See, and that's my point. It's so rude. Always payback. I love you. Do. Jid! Hey, how's it going? Here, Jid. I don't know how long you've been watching, but I got some spirity paint, and it's not fully done, but it creates this green kind of smoky effect, and then I'm gonna go over it again with like a white to make the green not as harsh. So that's kind of like the spirity paint that I have for your information, and then it lets the dark be like the dark green stay a little darker, but makes the highlights pop a little bit more. But for now, we're working on the demon's base and lava. A Nova, man, everyone's coming together. How's it going, y'all? Me too. I am so excited because he's definitely going to be done today. Because he's almost done. It's all coming together. Bonjour, monsieur. Ça va bien? Comment ça va? Hey, Merlin, I'm okay if people are hanging out with me. I won't say no to it. Alright, now this is a bit of a test. I don't actually know how well this will work, but we're gonna see. So my idea is it gives the lava a little bit more kind of a orangey yellow and a little bit more like brightness to it. It might not work, and in which case I just won't do it for the rest of it, but it's a test. And so while that's sitting, I'm going to pull out my white and do what I was talking about on Abelacore. Alright, buddy. My belly buddy. Wait. It's true, Felicia is definitely not. She is on break at work, and so... uh-huh. I hope not. Hope I could help. Sesame Street doesn't sound that great. But if it is, you're definitely the big bird of the group. It's my secret, Jid. I've always been here. Huh. Alright. I need to shift some stuff so I get some space. Dun, 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 dun. Need a little bit more white. Not much, just a little bit. Ooh. It's a lot of bit. When will you get to see my face again? I don't know. Tomorrow, maybe? The issue is, I'm doing all stuff that, like, involves my hands. But in all honesty, Felicia and I were talking about doing more, finishing off Resident Evil, because we are pretty close. The issue is, I've just been emotionally and mentally exhausted as of late. So I was taking a little pause. Oh, there we go! What do you think of that, Jid? I have been taking naps, but I still want to be a little productive. Just kind of why I'm painting. Because it's something that isn't, like... I don't find it takes a lot of work for me to be painting. And so I can kind of just relax, and it helps me kind of reset and focus. Alright, I must say, I actually really like the way that looks. It gives it that very, like, subtle, ghosty kind of flamey essence. Talking about the sword, in case it wasn't apparent. But yeah, I'm content with that. I also really love how the crimson and black wings turned out. I am very happy with that. Oh yeah, and no, that's I am taking care of myself, which is why I kind of wasn't streaming as much for a little while, because I was like, I don't feel up to it. I'm just gonna chill. And it's helped me get through Mass Effect. I'm literally on Mass Effect 3 in the final battle, but I felt like streaming, so I stopped to come stream. Doing my Paragon and then Renegade when I feel like it run, and then I'll just do Total Gun Run next, and, you know, shoot and have everyone hate me. Does it really need the yellow? Honestly, I'm kind of thinking not. I kind of don't mind the way it looks without it. Because here, I gave it a little bit of some contrast paint. It's not fully dry yet, but it isn't actually doing that much. It's only giving it like a small color difference. Sick Nasty, oh yeah. I mean, it is Sick Nasty, so I understand. Alright, well let's... While I'm kind of letting that settle in, let's do some of the shit. I need some metals, some gold, all that fun stuff, you know? And hey, Sick Nasty deserves to make a comeback. E. And let's do... a U. So we'll start with the wheel over here. Get that out of the way, you know? And by I mean this little, like, spiky wheel. Down here. Gotta shake up the paint. And I'm just gonna do that whole wheel out of, like, brass. Alright. I'm using a bit of a thick brush just because I'm literally just gonna do the whole thing in this color. So, like, I'm not worried about, like, oh, I missed part, or it's taking longer than it needs to. Because, like I said, I'm just doing the whole thing, so... You don't need precision. But I do need to get the underside. Or I guess the top side. Whatever side it is, you know? Oh, that's rude. Damn. That is very rude. I just broke that. I think that's my biggest issue with what I did in this model is I just got too carried away. It was just so much fun. I don't think my glue will work very well on it, if I'm going to be honest. That's one of those ones where you want some, like, liquid cement or something. I could try. Do I have my glue next to me? No, I don't. Well, I don't remember where I put it. Oh, man. I'm such a mess, guys. Alright. Let's do some armor. I'm going to start with a nice deep iron. And then do, like, some silver and gold accents and some lighter steels to add some contrast. Nova, thanks for the sub. The Prime sub. I am shooketh. I still love my shooketh, I must say. It came out in a very natural moment, and that made it so much better. Because, like, my issue when I was thinking of, like, emotes and stuff where it's, like, my face, I didn't think it would look good if I, like, faked one. If I just made, like, a Pog face for the sake of being Pog. No, it needed to be natural, and which is why I'm so glad that that came up naturally in our rando stadium Nuzlocke shenanigans. Alright. Yeah, it's true. Like, it doesn't look as good if you, like, phone it in. It needs to come naturally. Like, your face needs to naturally make that shape. My pogs are homegrown, grass-fed. That's what you made me think of with the organic pogs, Nova. Like one of those like beef commercials where it's talking about how all natural their pog is. All right. Got some nice iron all over them. A synth pog. I mean, fair. See, I'm off that non-GMO pog, so I gotta be conservative with how I pog. The non-GMOs always made me chuckle because like everything we eat has been modified. Like bananas aren't what they naturally were. We changed them. Like you gonna be not eat a banana because of GMOs? Like I don't know. It just always seemed funny to me. It didn't make too much sense. Shit. I should have painted chains. Oh, but I kind of don't want to. Alright, now that that's dried even more, I think I'm gonna go over all the lava with the yellow. Because it's very subtle, but it gives it slight color differences. And I'm all about the subtle life. Ooh. And this one we're just gonna be generous and just like coat it on. I'm also not worried if I miss spots or don't quite get everywhere, because then it'll just give it more contrast. Ah, rude. My pod fell. And by that I just mean like the lid fell and closed. Alright. So how's everybody doing? Tell me about your lives. How are my friends and family holding up? I'm definitely, after I do this yellow, because I'm going to have to let it dry before I touch up the rocks and shit, do all of the metal, because there's a lot of metal that I need to do still, like the plate that's sitting on the ground there, up here, and then also with the chains and shit. Although I do have to invest in a thing, a blah 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 blah, liquid concrete or something like that. Oh, that's when I already did shit. Yeah, because I'm gonna, once this is dry, I kind of like the look of the black rock. Kind of like an obsidian, like lava-y, is kind of what I was thinking of. And it'll really help make everything else pop so much more. And so I was gonna touch up all the black with more black. Once I have all the lava in place. To really make that lava flow really, like, pronounced. Alright. Man, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming together, I must say. This is looking great. Alright, next we should get a metal again and go over the... Oh, excuse me, the rest of the chains and shit. Alright. Let's do this one. Iron Breaker. It's the name of the color we're going to use for the chains. Ooh. Shake, 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 shake. No, you gotta shake it up. Get it ready. Feel the shake. Bloop. Thanks. I will enjoy work, love. I will talk to you later. I'll pick you up when you're done. Try not to kill anybody, even though people be stupid. And thanks for hanging out. Oh, that was bad. I very quickly got the side of the skull that I didn't mean to get. Whoops. That's okay. I'm gonna go over the skulls with a bone anyways. Because I have a bone. The backside and underside isn't like terribly important. But I don't know. It's not too hard to do. Sorry, there's a big bubble. I think I can probably reaffix this with like some liquid cement or something. So we'll see. Just gotta be gentle. It's very fragile. Which is why, like, this is one of those things that I shouldn't have put on yet, but I just was so excited putting them together. I got carried away. Oh, that was rude. Alright. Pretty Raven, thanks. Raven, are you one of the ones who's into Warhammer? I don't remember. Attention, the Raven has landed. The Raven has landed. Yeah. So the mini I'm actually working on is a Warhammer mini. It's Be'lakor. That's fair. I think Be'lakor is technically for both 40k and Age of Sigmar, because that's what it said on the box. But, you know, that's about the extent of my knowledge. Yeah, no, look at. He's gonna sit right in the middle and be so badass on his lava throne with a corpse at his feet. The freshly slain. Damn it! Dig. I forgot to do this plate, and I just washed my brush and put away the metal. I'm a mess. No, honestly, it's also very fair. My Warhammer lore knowledge is also very low. I just know that I love orcs, because they are amazing. Yeah, that's the main reason why I can't really get into Warhammer, because like I already spend so much money on miniatures for D&D. To add Warhammer into the mix is just not doable. I would need a much higher paying job for that to happen. But who knows? I currently applied for a promotion at work. So my fingers are crossed that I get it, and we'll see how that goes. Because if so, I should get a significant pay increase and actual benefits and shit. Like health insurance. So Felicia can get glasses. There we go. That's what I had meant to do before I put it away. A Raven stream. I take it that means not anytime soon. Alright, what do I want to do next? Let's pull out no, we'll do that after, because we have things like bones and shit. Let's add some contrast to this guy. Oh, excuse me. Alright, you're dry. Hold on. This brush. This brush is the one I want. Also fair. I only know my own time zone and the people who actually live in the same time zone as me that I know. Like Drew and George and Jid. Lightening up some chainmail. I guess that's kind of a cloak, so I guess I can go. Yeah, I only know some US time zones, mainly because I'm from Canada and it's close enough. Alright, we're gonna switch over. Because the Japanese fantasy music was ending. Oh, I know. I was debating what color to use for this kind of like cloth and his fabric, and I'm going to use a blue, a like smoky sapphire blue we have, because Be'lakor is very red, and I think the red versus blue contrast dynamic will be nice. But I gotta shake. And maybe get some grippy gloves, because this is one of the shitty ones. Oh. Oh, baby, let's go. Shirt worked well enough. Alright. Come hither. I get the feeling that he has like this cloth cape running over his pauldrons, which is why I'm doing his shoulders too. Alright, sweet. Giving him some color. Doesn't have to be much color, but like a little goes a long way. Let's go back to you. No. I want to go even smaller. Oh, you bitch. No, that's too small. That's too big. There you are. Alright. I want to do some pieces in this lighter shade of metal, just to make them pop up more. Hey, thanks, Raven. Do what you gotta do. I appreciate you stopping by, even for a little bit. It's always fun to have people in chat with people. But enjoy whatever you're off to do. And once again, thanks. It's even my favorite color. A purple heart. Yeah. Oh, we can do you now. Give him a moment to dry. I can do like the extra plating up on the big plate up on the hill. I really want to do all the skulls last, which is why I'm kind of holding off on doing like the ones here, because there's so many skulls. It makes so much more sense to me to do them all at once. It's all coming together. Whoop. This is what I'm thinking I have left to do. Gold accents on him, white up the flames so they're ready for the Hex Wraith, and then actually I should white up the flames next. Get that out of the way so it has time to dry, because it needs 2 more coats. So while the white... Oh no, white might need multiple coats because it's white on black. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, when I was priming him, I primed in black because the majority of the mini is going to be black. Because I really like the obsidian lava contrast. So I didn't want to, prime it in white and then have to paint everything black. It just makes so much more sense just to prime it in black and just have it be black. So here we are. I've also got a few minis coming up that I'm excited to be painting. But I have to wait on a few things first. Have to wait on a few materials, you know? Thankfully, this is a thick white. It goes on quite well. Oh yeah, I'm going for the idea that because these flames match Be'lakor's sword, going for the idea that Be'lakor slew this man and is sucking the soul out from his body. And that's why he's kind of like dissolving into this flame. Alright, that went on a lot thicker than I was expecting, which I'm very glad for. Means I'll have less coats to worry about in the future. Alright. What's next? That's all bone. Oh, I guess I'm leaning in front of the shot. That's all bone, 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 bone. Yeah. There are so many skulls hidden around this thing, and I love it. But also, it's a lot of bone hidden around this thing, and I hate it. Oh, man. Alright. While that's drying, let's do our gold accents. Because I'm thinking of putting, like, his sword, putting it gold, his little, like, belt buckle, and also the, like, hilt of his little dagger all around his waist. And it's just literally, like, small gold accents that make a world of difference. Man, I actually really love using gold. It just pops out so well. Alright, baby. Just have a touch more gold. Oh, let's do the tip of the sheath too. And then this little bit, because on his, I forget what they're called, but the little leg armoring, he has like a fringe finish. And so I'm just going to put some gold there. You know how it be. Alright. Small little bit of gold, but a nice little accent. He might have a necklace or something on his chest, but it's all flamey now, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. Hold on. I didn't see that arrow at first. It'll be a nice little just bit. Oh, excuse me. All right. What brush do I want to use? This one. Because it's time to flameo, Hotman. All right. Let that dry. I think I'm good to use my bone. It's bone time. I have bone, white, and black, and I think that's all I have left. And then Bellacor's done. So let's put some of these away. Man, we're so close. And then I'll glue him live to his base on stream so y'all can see it. Because I am so excited to see how he's going to look finished and like put together. I'll have to shift things because my light is coming from behind right now. It's coming this way. And so if I attach him, he's just going to be all shadow. And so I'll have to shift some things around and come from the side where the light's coming from so you can actually get a good look at him. But man, I'm excited, y'all. We're almost there. I can go one size up, I think. Oh, 0. Or is that 2? We'll see. Shaky hands. I hate my shaky hands. Alright, I used a little too much paint on the first guy. So instead of going back for more paint, I'm going to just pull paint off of him. Just like so. Alright. We're getting some skulls. There's just so many. And there's a little bone here. And then another skull. The biggest thing that I have to watch out for is that... I mean, I guess if I miss some skulls, like in the rocks, it's not the end of the world. I do want to try and get as many of them to pop as I can. Because skulls are such a fun addition, you know? Alright. Any more down here? I guess I can get this side of like the hanging skulls. Sorry, I'm focused. Trying to make sure I don't wreak more havoc. Because if it's broken in 2 places, I can't do much to fix that. Broken in 1 place, I can. But 2's a little much. Thankfully, this one's just perfectly fine. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Oh, God. Whoop. You're like a femur. Oh, one of these skulls has a crown. That's got to be gilded up. That's a bit much. There's like literally a little pile of skulls here. And I'm all for it. See, I think the best part is there are some skulls that are like hidden in the rocks. And those ones are boop fun. Oh man. This is intense work, y'all. Sorry, I'm focused. Because I'm dealing with broken chain. Oh, baby. Shaky hands. Every now and then I get a little bit of shaky hands. Oh, God. I feel like I'm playing a Where's Waldo, but with skulls. An I Spy, if you will. If anyone remembers those books from way back when. Growing up, I always loved puzzles and the like, and so things like I Spy and whatnot were my jam. Alright, baby. We're coming around to the front. My guess is that we have like 10 more skulls left. So when I'm doing skulls and the like, it's not a perfect science, but I actually prefer not to cover it up so thick that like all of it is covered in the bone. Oh, excuse me. Mainly because I find I really like the way it looks when like the eyes and shit are still black and like the mouth has bits and the nose. I think it just gives it a better definition. But of course, you know, nobody's perfect and I mess up sometimes. And like I get too deep into the eyes or whatnot. A big part of it is also making sure I don't load up my brush with paint. I'm shifting this whole thing. Oh man, my posture is abysmal right now. Alright. We've circled around, y'all. I think I have a skull and a bone left. Maybe just a skull. Alright, let's do a survey. Oh, there's a bone. Alright. Oh, found one. Alright. Little bits of bone, giving the piece some contrast around the exterior. Whoop. That is stretch. Oh gosh, I needed that stretch. Alright. I'm gonna pull my white out and brush up the flames. And then I want to get the gold back out because I found a crown on one of the skulls over here. And then after that, it's just touching up the black. So that way the red isn't as leaky, if you will. Alright. Look at that beauty! And this is our final piece. We're almost... Oh, hold on. Alright, let's... Alright, sweet. There's that little bit done. And now we can black it up. How long have we been going? An hour and a half? That's not too bad. Alright, I kind of want to let this black dry before I go too far with it. Because I want to know it'll dry like I think it'll dry. I think it will. So all I'm doing right now is like touching up the top edges. Oh yeah. It's drying like I thought it would. Yeah, because to make my life a hell of a lot easier, when I was painting the red, I just said screw it, and any of the stone I got it on, I just decided I was going to touch up afterwards. Which, you know, makes the most sense to me, because otherwise, like, you're spending way too long trying to get something perfect when it's like, you can go over things. Like, you don't need, it doesn't need to be perfect. Which, when I first started painting, was something I had not come to terms with yet. And so I tried to make sure, like, when I was painting something, I only ever got that one thing, and it took me so long because I was being so precise. But now that I've kind of accepted, like, you can touch things up, man, it's made it a whole lot more relaxing and less stressful, and just more enjoyable. Like, painting should be fun. It shouldn't feel like a chore or a job, because it's not. I do this because I like minis and it's fun to paint them and have them look badass. And I like to think I've grown while doing it, you know? I know I'm not perfect, but I think I've gotten better. Better as time has progressed. Oh, gosh. But one thing that will never change is my shitty posture while doing like fine detail work. I already have bad posture to begin with. Like, this isn't anything surprising to me at all. It's just, it's rough. Oh, excuse me. All right. It's all coming together. We're so close, y'all. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. And then this bronze bit. I think that's it. I'm pretty content with that, in all honesty. We've got like the nice lava flows. It's been cleaned up. Like, I'm good. I think that's it. I'm done. And then we just need to glue them together. So which means I'll have to step up to go get my glue in a moment. But man! My biggest, most expensive mini is almost complete. It's a good feeling, y'all. I'm just gonna give everything like just a moment to dry while I clean off these brushes. I'll be honest though, I was expecting that to take longer, so I'm very glad it didn't. What time is it? Almost 5? Means I have a couple hours till Felicia's done work, and I have to go pick her up. Alright, I'm gonna go grab the glue. I'll be right back. Alright, glue is in hand. Belly Boy has had time to dry. Alright. Do. Shit. We'll see if I can reattach this with this glue. I don't think it'll work. But if it does, sweet. If not, that's alright. Sweet. Alright. We got our belly boy. Alright, hold on. We need to adjust so y'all can see this shit in a better light. Welcome to my desk. Mm. Eh. Alright, let's just go with this. Man, he's so majestic. Really? Camera dies right when I'm trying to show him off. Go figure. Man. Like, that would happen. Like, come on, what are the odds? It goes for almost 2 hours, and right when we're like, alright, let's show this shit off, that's when it decides to die. Alright. Yeah. We got chains and skulls. Our nice lava flow. All the skulls in the perimeter. Man, I am happy. This was a fun project. It is done, but it was so much fun to do, and I had such a blast. 3 parts. I think in total it was about... Oh shit, I shouldn't have focused yet. I think in total that was about 10 hours of work. So it was a lot, but man, it's over. What am I gonna do next, yo? I don't know. I actually don't know what mini I'm gonna be painting next. It really depends. I got some stuff on the go, but I don't know what I'm feeling. Man, am I happy. That was so nice. But I think that's where we'll end it off, and I'll just head off from there, you know? Probably finish up Mass Effect. I don't know when, but hopefully this week, either like Thursday or Friday, depending on how things go, Felicia and I can finish off Resident Evil. We'll see. But for now, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate the lurks and all the chats. It's always fun to have y'all about. So, you know, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.